Hey guys, today Alligator will help us make money. Make sure to watch until the very end to witness all of my deals made with this cool strategy. Let's start. We've got a profit, great. By the way, on my free Telegram channel, you can find accurate trading signals, exclusive strategies, and real-time live streams. All of that is gonna help you make even more profit. So go give it a follow right now. The link is waiting for you in the description below the video. Hello, my dear friends. You're probably gonna be shocked if I tell you you've been trading with the alligator indicator wrong all along. In this video, I'm gonna show you guys what kind of mistakes 90% of traders who work with this indicator make, because I will share my huge experience, because this is one of the first indicators I made my first big money with. Obviously, we're gonna need a certain strategy besides the indicator itself. In this video, I'll tell you guys how about some nuances of market comprehension that'll let you close 7 to 8 out of 10 trades in a profit if you combine these features with the indicator strategy. Those are real numbers. It's more than possible to achieve that if you watch this video until the very end and very carefully. And obviously practice on your own. For starters, let's add the indicator onto the chart. We're opening the indicators list in the top left corner on our favorite platform. All the links are, by the way, in the description. We're clicking on the indicator's name, and now we gotta make sure to properly set it. We're not adjusting these because the default ones are alright, but for the purpose of a better understanding, we're gonna do this. Look, the fast line is the green one. It's gonna keep the settings of green coloring and 1 pixel's thickness. We're making the second red line bolder though, 2 pixels, and the third blue line is going to be the thickest one, 3 pixels. The indicator consists of 3 lines with different periods. The thing is, the lines smoothly move along each other during up and down trends. However, as soon as the trend changes, the lines cross. The fast line usually falls below or rises above the slow one, which is followed by the trend switch. Today, we're working with 2 kind of signals. The first one would be us trading at these lines as if there are some, areas of high interest, support or resistance levels, basically. And the second kind of signal for today is we will be seizing the market reversals. I hope it's clear. All these signals work equally well, so we're just gonna be going with the flow, And I also want you guys to notice another important thing. Today we're trading with an unusual expiration time. Right now I have the candle time frame set for 30 seconds, while the deal's expiry I'm currently using is 1 minute. Basically, the deal's expiry is going to be 2 to 3 times longer than the candle time frame. The time one candle takes to entirely settle. You can feel free to trade a safer and more reliable way though, by setting in 5 candles with 15 or 10 minutes of the deal's expiry. That would be really nice, like perfect actually. Me, on the other hand, since I'm recording a video, I want my deals to go as quick as possible, so I'm gonna be using, a quicker time frame, that being M1, just like we normally do. But yeah, don't forget that the candle time frame gotta be 2 to 3 times shorter. Now let's find a suitable chart to analyze. That is also an important part of our work, by the way, because there are lots of charts that don't match the situation we need for trading. For instance, just take a glance at this chart right now. Why is it a good option? You see, well, first of all, we gotta analyze the way the indicator interacts with the chart. We can see that price spuriously got away from the indicator. There's also a whole bunch of intersections in this area right here, almost too much, Basically, this is nowhere near a proper working case. Literally the same thing here. The uptrend should have supposedly morphed into a downtrend. However, instead of doing that, the market is moving sideways, which causes tons of intersections on the indicator to occur, which are basically useless and not a good fit for us if we want to trade wisely. That's why we don't consider this chart. Let's find one that we actually can work with. That would be a nice example of what kind of cases you should be looking for. Look, we found this really nice situation. This is literally the case when you can easily trade and close 8 out of 10 trades in a profit. Look, there's a clear trend on the market. The previous uptrend morphed into the current downtrend. What I like about it is that the chart never fluctuates across the blue line. Basically, the blue line, that's the most important one, the main one, it plays the role of support for the chart. Well, at this exact point, the orange line would be the direct support. We can also say the same thing about the fast green line, but when the trend changes, the price tests this blue line multiple times, which plays the role of some kind of resistance, which means we could have been trading downwards starting from around here and make several successful deals. This thing right here is obviously a false retracement. What can we conclude about this chart? So, first of all, the chart should smoothly evolve, occasionally touching the moving average line and bouncing off of it. The current situation is pretty good. We can see the price has already touched the line twice, so we can try and place a trade as soon as the chart approaches the blue line. I hope it's clear so far. Let's start our trading session. So guys, we found the next currency pair, quite a decent one. Right now I'm waiting for a confirmation to place a trade downwards. That confirmation would be an intersection of the orange and blue lines. We can see the green line is already below the blue one. The orange line, however, not yet. Perhaps the price might even leave this trading range and keep rising. That's possible too, although it would be a bit weird because that would mean the period we've set doesn't really suit this particular chart. However, if we take a glance at the earlier piece of the chart, everything looks pretty appealing. There is an intersection, the price bounced off of the blue line, off of the indicator. Here are the intersections we could have used as signals to place downward trades. However, the market is going back up above the blue line. It was probably just a false breakout of the moving average line that just happened to get protracted, Since the price has already settled above the blue, green, and orange lines, above all the three lines, I would assume the market is going to resume the rising motion. Let's see how our trades goes. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the comments. 30 seconds are left until the deal is closed. So I suggest let's observe how it goes and see how it ends. Yep, amazing. We're done with the first trade. Now we're gonna wait a bit for a rollback, and I think we will be ready to keep trading upwards. So we're waiting for some kind of a corrective retracement. I've been observing this market for a pretty long time and wanted to place a trade at the blue line actually, but I figured since it's the first correction towards the moving average line, so we could have no idea what this all would end up like. So we placed our trades here because of a clear situation regarding the downtrend, which has yet to happen right here. So far, it's just a deep correction. Now we made sure the chart relies on these three moving average lines, so the next time the price approaches them, we can make deals at the lines. Let's wait for it to approach the lines. So we're a bit late for this one. Right now I'm waiting for this candle to close and placing a trade upwards. As I've already said, the chart reacted again back to the moving average lines. It seems like a feed-in phase of the uptrend motion. This gotta be followed by some kind of a distribution that will lead the trend to change, because compare the trend's angle over there when the market moves with such a steep slope and tiny corrections, and right here when each correction gets larger and larger. This will make the trend switch sooner or later. But while we do have a chance to trade upwards at these moving average lines, we're going ahead and doing the right thing. I think the second deal is about to close in a profit, and we're gonna look for some other chart because this situation doesn't really look appealing to me anymore, to be honest. The price has found itself in this too narrow of a range. Too many inadequate intersections are starting to appear. So at this point, it's better to abstain from trading and just switch to another asset. So we've carried on to the third case. It's pretty ordinary, just like in the last couple of ones. However, we're dealing with a downtrend this time, which is why we are trading downwards. What can we see here overall? The first touch, the second one, I think we're gonna also see the third and the fourth touches, which basically tells us the price can go for a correction for the fifth time just as well. Why not? I mean, the fifth correction has already happened. The chart approached the lines once again. I'm therefore waiting for one more tiny corrective retracement. So far, no reversal whatsoever is expected, but I think we can keep trading downwards. Having analyzed the market for fluctuations of any kind, I can tell the chart uses quite well for trading purposes. Even despite this huge red candle that appeared right here, it still let us make a profit. This market period isn't the best, but in all of the previous cases, the price behaved decently, so we could have easily made profits off of them. What can we witness at this exact moment? We can wait for the market to actually break the line, the blue line through, and considering the amount of accumulation besides, a breakout is a very likely case scenario. Moreover, we're waiting for the green and orange lines to cross the blue one, which is essentially what our trend switch confirmation will be. And that's when we can start trading upwards, obviously. So guys, what's up over here? The two moving average lines might potentially settle above the third slow one now. As soon as this candle forms, we will enter the market, especially since it's nice and green so far. Let's wait. So 3, 2, 1, and placing a trade upwards. The moving average lines intersection is now definitely confirmed. They're not going anywhere. The intersection is to stay here in the chart 100%, which means now we've got an incredible opportunity to make a deal with the new trend. This whole situation is now an officially new uptrend, or well, at least the corrective retracement of this fall right here. Doesn't matter what it is per se, the only thing we're hoping for is the deal closing higher than the point we opened it at in 30 seconds. So as you can see, the market is going according to our plan so far. Let's wait for the result. Yeah, well, things haven't worked out in our favor. We're placing two more trades upwards. The chart is still flowing higher than the blue moving average line, which means our plan is still relevant and valid. The emotions we're witnessing on the market are really weird. Nevertheless, the price keeps on rising after such rapid fluctuations. The two deals have covered the previous loss and got us some extra net profit on top of that. Let's look for the next profitable case. So guys, all of the three moving average lines have just recently closed. I think we can place a downward trade because even the red line crossed the blue one downwards not a while ago and settles below the ladder. There was this aggressive uptrend going on there, but I believe an equally aggressive fall is to be expected further. There were some smooth green line touches right here. One could have easily got a signal and work it off. However, since such a rapid breakout occurred, I bet on an aggressive fall because all of this right here is just like I've already said, an officially confirmed new downtrend. Thereby, we're placing a trade downwards only, obviously, and waiting for the result. Let's observe the process together. So guys, the rapid fall was unnecessary, but the deal did close in a profit. We can see the price tested the green line once again, so perhaps that's the point the chart will start completely falling at. The trading session turns out quite nice. Anyway, I'd say I'm 100% satisfied with it. I hope I managed to show you guys how the alligator indicator works. Make sure to pay attention to the important things we've covered today when you trade. And specifically for those who didn't get a single thing I said but still want to make money, today I'm running a free trading session on my Telegram channel. So follow the link in the pinned comment or in the description below the video. And see you on our today's trading session. Bye bye.